So are you more old era head, or you like better the old music or the new music generation?
I could do both, man. Listen, well, I get with both, bro. Like I like the old soul. I like the Anita Baker. I like the Patti LaBelle. I like the D'Angelo. Rest in peace. I like the old school music, but shoot, I was bumping. We was just in Atlanta with my homies. Again, check on everything you see on the YouTube channel. You see the videos, wild, crazy. I was just in Atlanta with my homeboys. I had the Corvette C8. My homie had the my brother and my other homies had the Bentley. And we was riding around bumping that NBA YoungBoy. We was bumping around bumping that Key Glock. So I can get with both vibes because again, I grew up in hip hop.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is start time. Are you ready for start time?
You ready?
In the jungle where it get risky.
We'll be
Damn, that bullet just missed me. Pew! His go rollie kinda iffy.
That's fake.
But they got bottles for $250.
Oh, we getting twisted.
Leaving out that bitch all pissy.
Twisted.
Fritz trunk load on the wrist. Killing this shit, going in, so who gon' win?
I couldn't see what I was destined to be. Between the fumes in the kitchen when I was chefing the sea. Like the piano man, I step on the key. Then run up in the dealer, drop a check on the V. Nobody write a shot, he just a tech in the seat. You drop money on my head, you need to check the receipt. When them boy crash cars, they just wrecking the lease. I'm 6 pointers in the stone, VVS in the piece.
Hey guys, I got a new guest on my show. One of the hottest YouTuber right now. He's about to be big, huge as ghost speed. Huge, even huger. He's from Jersey. I met him at this event right here. At the YouTube creator. And since we lock in, and since now we're about to lock in. So please follow us, follow both of us. Hey, how you doing today?
What's going on? What's going on, Frenchy?
You know, my guy, nice to see you again.
It's great to see you again, bro. Like, again, we've been doing big things. Like I said, he said it really small, but let me say it bigger for you guys. We met at a YouTube private event. Exclusive event for YouTube content creators who are known in their community, who got something going on, and who can actually interact with when their brands are doing good. In New York City, Times Square. And this, for those that don't know, this is the 20th this year of YouTube being around. So for him to get invited, for me to get invited, out of all the creators on YouTube in the area, in the tri-state area, that's how big it really was, y'all. That's how big it really was.
Yes, sir. Can you let my people know where you from and what you do?
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy FRE $H Fresh at the Flyboy Way. That's THEFLYBOYWAY. Don't ask why, just check out the channel. And for me, I just tell my life story on YouTube. I am probably the longest creator, or creator pause, that's been on YouTube for the longest that you know. I've been on YouTube for 16 years just showing my life. My life being my travels around the world, my financial journey, my cars, the ladies, my children, everything about my life you can see on my YouTube. That's why I just tell you, just check out the channel.
Yes, sir. Do you think the YouTuber killed the game? When I mean kill the game, is like now the rap game is down. Do you think the streamer and YouTuber got something to do with it? It's
not necessarily the YouTube that got as much as killing the rap game or killing the hip hop or killing the music game in general. Yeah. It's the technology of streaming, the technology of creating content, and now it's been passed to the average person. Like, again, for you guys that don't know, I'm not a rapper. I do rap, of course. I'm from Newark, New Jersey. I'm not an entertainer. I'm not a basketball player. I'm 5'9", I'm kind of chunky, you know, my face all jammed up. I'm an average person, and that's what is killing, or quote unquote getting rid of the music game. People are more interested in the average person's life and not the celebrity life that everyone is so accustomed to YouTube that they got through music.
No, you feel like they're more connected to the average person.
They're more connected to the average person. That's why you see YouTube content creators. That's why you see Twitch. That's why you see Kick. That's why you see all these people who have regular lives. Like, look, we're in a cab right now, with a cab driver who's been doing this, who came from this country, who's showing you what's possible doing this. And this interview is gonna go crazy viral because of the fact that we're gonna kill a lot of things out here. And I'm from Jersey, so I'm riding through Harlem. If I start looking around, y'all, just know I'm just admiring the beauty.
What do you think is the difference between Jersey and New York? A lot of people say Jersey is like the little cousin of New York. What do you think about that? Do you think Jersey can own themselves, or do you think they always got New York next to them?
I can get why people say that. But the thing is that, in my opinion, from statistics and stuff also, people in New Jersey typically make more money in New York. But there's a lot of people that was from New York that moved to New Jersey. Even the top, if you're into like I'm just the average working guy, but if you're into like even the celebrities or the drug dealers or the NBA players, a lot of them live in Jersey because Jersey is more space for less money, and you actually get more of more peace. So I think when it comes to being a little brother, it's a little bit more difficult now because the little brother that makes more money, the big brother, can still be the little brother, but it is looked at differently. And I think that's what kind of like sometimes confuses people when they say, because a lot of styles, like if you think about it, even with rap, if you think about the biggest, the first and most known, most popular group in rap that everybody knew was who? The Sugar Hill Gang. Oh, yeah. And they was out of Jersey. Okay. And they're the ones, I mean, we know rap started in New York. That's not the Bronx, right? Or Bronx or Brooklyn. Yes. Most people say the Bronx. Yeah. But we know rap started in New York. But the ones to take it out to the world initially was from Jersey. So that's why it's really difficult when the little brother concept. Technically, we could still be a little brother, but we just the little brother that got bigger.
Okay. What do you think about Chief Keef?
I don't really have an issue with Chief Keef. I understand that when you go to somebody else's city, you can't address people in a certain way. You see me in New York, you don't see me throwing middle fingers up to Harlem. You don't see me throwing middle fingers up to the Bronx. My son is in the Bronx with his mother right now. And I think the issue is that some people feel as though they are so I guess not tough, but so have so much power that they can go wherever they want and disrespect the community. And you can't do that. And as a traveler who travels internationally, it's the same thing when I go to Colombia, when I go to Brazil, when I go to Dubai. I just came back from Africa, Ghana. Like when I go to these places, even though yes, I might have more money, yes, I might have more stain because people know me more. Like I'm not going to go over there and be like, ha ha ha, look at you. I'm talking bad about your people. But Chief Keef unfortunately did that in Jersey, and that cost him a lot more than he thought.
I see. Who's your top 3 favorite artists in Jersey?
In Jersey, I would have to start with Arsenal the Rebel. It's a little biased because I grew up partially with him too. Also, it would be I would say Naughty by Nature, Tretch, and Naughty by Nature in general, the group, simply because Naughty by Nature is from the city I'm from. Also, I grew up in Newark, born and raised in Newark and East Orange, and some parts of Irvington and some parts of Montclair. I went to school, so I moved around all Essex County, and so they're going to be. It's no order which ones I say, but Naughty by Nature would probably be 2, and my 3rd would probably be Queen Latifah, because what Queen Latifah represented, it was a different change and what music was even back then. Again, for a lot of you guys, even though as I've been a content creator for 16 years, I grew up in hip hop. That's what makes me different from other content creators in the travel niche or in the finance niche or in the family niche, because I grew up in hip hop. I'm an 80s baby, born 1984. So seeing what Queen Latifah did, as far as what I could actually see it in the community, my mother actually went to school with her. My mother and my aunts went to school with her. It's kind of like she's probably if I had 1 through 3, she would probably be the first. Naughty by Nature would be 2, and it'll be Arsenal the Rebel. So those are my 3.
Okay. Do you think so? Drewski's holding it down for Jersey?
Drewski?
Yes.
Honestly, I didn't even know Drewski from Jersey. Yeah,
wow. Drewski, yeah, from Hot 97. He's put it up.
Oh, see, when you say Drewski, I'm thinking about the comedian.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
Drewski the DJ.
No. Yeah, I guess Drewski is doing good for Jersey, but for me, I grew up in the 80s, so for me, it's DJ Walla. DJ Walla is probably the best DJ in Jersey right now. Not probably, but he's the best DJ in Jersey, the representative of Jersey right now, and has been for like a long time now. Shout out to DJ Tamel. Shout out to DJ rest in peace DJ Doughboy. Shout out to all the DJs. DJ Antoine Qua. It's a lot of DJs, but when we think Jersey DJ, we don't think Drewski. We think DJ Walla.
Oh, okay.
You know DJ Walla, right?
Yes, I know who he is.
Yeah,
yes,
okay.
Yes. Okay. What do you think? A lot of people's talking about like New York right now is going out of control. There's a lot of things going. What do you think? I know you don't live in New York, but do you think New York is going crazy right now by the rent, by the way they're living, by the way? What do you think from New Jersey? When you come to New York, what do you feel?
I don't think it's necessarily just a New York thing, though. I think what's happening now is the economy is going down. A lot of things are pulling back as you know, the United States pulls back from giving money around the world, as things start to cost more because people need more money to do stuff. Everybody's going to start to change. There's going to be more violence. There's going to be more everything. I mean, because a lot of us that have been born in the 80s, we went through a lot of different depression times. So we've seen it during the COVID. We've seen it during the 2008 financial crisis. We've seen it when times go bad, people's attitudes towards life change and they get more hungrier. So as of now, while we're still in the government shutdown, and I'm not political either side, Republican or Democratic, we understand that people are going to be struggling. Imagine being Thanksgiving, you can't go buy food because your debit card don't work. You're going to go find a way to get that food because you're going to find a way to feed your kids. So as that becomes an option, you'll even see average people start to change into a more violent way, and you'll start seeing people even, and you don't want to blame the landlords, because the landlords, we have to pay higher taxes. I own property too in New Jersey, but we have to pay higher taxes, and because we have to pay higher taxes, we have to pay higher costs. We can take some of that hit, but a lot of us can't pass, especially the mom and pop landlords, we can't pass some of that stuff down. So they're looking like, oh, the landlords keep raising rent. Yeah, but we trying to raise the rent so we can keep the place where you live nice. So again, I think it's just overall time and the cost of things going up that's going to cause everything to change for the worse.
Are you more old era head, or you like better the old music or the new music generation?
I could do both, man. Listen, well, I get with both, bro. Like, I like the old soul. I like the Anita Baker. I like the Patti LaBelle. I like the D'Angelo. Rest in peace. I like the old school music, but shoot, I was bumping. We was just in Atlanta with my homies. Again, check on everything you see on the YouTube channel. You see the videos, wild, crazy. I was just in Atlanta with my homeboys. I had the Corvette C8. My homie had the my brother and my other homies had the Bentley. And we was riding around bumping that NBA Youngboy. We was bumping around bumping that Key Glock. So I can get with both vibes because, again, I grew up in hip hop.
Are you more NBA Youngboy fan or Lil Durk fan?
Neither one. I'm not really a fan of either. I like their music. See, I think a fan is someone who like just into their lifestyle. They're into the old thing. Like, I don't even have fans myself. I have supporters. But I think for me, I like the music. The music is the background to a lot of stuff. Like if I got a bad little, like if you see my video, I got this little bad little 23-year-old I met in Atlanta. She's from the Virgin Islands and sexy as heck. And she put on that junk, she get all hyped. I'm like, that's so dope. So you see me get hyped too. So, and to the new music, know what I'm saying? So that's like I said, the background to life. That's what hip hop's becoming. It's becoming the background to life. And a lot of people are still trying to focus on making money out of it. There's no money in hip hop anymore. There's no money in music anymore. Stop. I mean, if you're focused on making money, you can still do music and do it because you love it. Like I said, I do YouTube because I create content because I love it, not because I make a lot of money. But there is no more money in with the technology. There is no more money in music. Not as far as being a musician, as far as being an artist. Because back in the day, when you used to have like Miles Davis and all those people that everybody knew, like they played the saxophone and stuff. When hip hop came out, when disco came out, that music was still the same quality, but there was no money in it anymore. And now that you have the YouTube content creators, and now that you have the people interested in regular people's lives, music is dope. We need it. We still need it. We still need hip hop. Hip hop, for us black people, it changed our life. And if you don't know, you got to travel more to see how people in China, people in Dubai, people in India who've never seen us in person. They might have seen Africans, and there's a difference, but they've never seen black Americans. When they see us in person, and they really not envious of us, or they're more into getting our culture because they seen it on TV, that's what hip hop did. So it's more than just the music and stuff. But there's no money in the United States. There's no money in it anymore. There's no money.
What do you think about this beef between Nicki Minaj and Cardi B?
I think I don't know. I think that unfortunately in hip hop it's important to have beef because you have to keep people interested. And as a hip hop artist or as a musician, you are an entertainer. So while it's not the best thing for the people, because shoot, they're both from New York, so it's kind of weird to me coming from Jersey, like y'all both from New York, but I understand it. But at the same token, when has there ever been this much in the last 5 or 6 years, this much concentration or focus on 2 women artists from New York. Like you can say, oh, somebody put out a good song, but how long did she keep the attention of the people? So you can see that beef, it causes people to keep attention. Now it's in the news. So I think, you know, it's necessary. What the guy said in Coming to America, it's a necessary evil.
I'm just asking you that because I feel like they brought the kids and stuff like that, and I feel like that they went too far on that. You shouldn't bring your kid or stuff like that when you know what I mean?
Yeah, you can't really. I don't tell people when they're going too far, because I don't know what people are willing to do to get what they want. What if they were both really behind the scenes broke right now, and they needed to do whatever they had to do to get to the thing, and it went to whatever extremes it did, but it fulfilled them enough to pay for their kids stuff. Now, is it a bad representation for the kids growing up? Of course, but if it suffices what they need, I'm not one to judge people. It's not my thing.
How many countries you been to?
I've been to like 20 countries.
Wow.
But I think the bigger question that a lot of people miss is, what did you do in those countries? Because there's a lot of people who've been to 60, 70, 100 countries. Somebody even been to all the countries, and it's like the biggest issue is that if you, as a traveling person, if you're just going to a country to get your passport stamp and you haven't left a mark in that country, is it really important that you went to that country? Because I know a lot of people who, like, I've been to 140 countries, but then like, show me your videos, and the videos are just walking through the city, and there's nobody, they're not interacting with anybody. No hablo la idioma, no parlez-vous français, no falo Portuguese. They don't understand the language, they don't understand the culture, they don't try to learn that, and I think, to me, that's lame. To me, I mean, I'm not judging them, but I'm just saying that's lame, because that's not a good representation of travel and people traveling. So again, a lot of people, they do ask how many countries, and they put that at a high rate. I think, show me what you did, show me your interactions with the people, because I think the people are the real culture of the country and not just the location. Like when I went to Paris, right? And I went to the Eiffel Tower, it was cool. When I went to Louvre, it was cool. But when I went to like the dance hall parties, and I was actually able to like see that, yo, there's Caribbean people over here in Paris, and when I was able to connect with them, that right there was more showing me more what Paris was than just going to see these sites.
Okay, that's what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? It's like going to New York. It's like coming to New York, right? And you've been to the Statue of Liberty, and you've been to the Times Square, and you want to count going to New York, but you ain't been to Sylvia's in Harlem. You ain't been to the Bronx where they go in a park. You ain't been to Long Island or Staten Island. You ain't been to these places where you get intertwined with the people. It's like, did you really come to New York? You know what I'm saying? So,
do you think Fetty Wap got a chance to come back when he get out of jail?
Fetty Wap?
Yes, on the music.
On the Fetty Wap, he actually did a remix to my cousin's song. My cousin is an artist. His name is Unicorn, Kurt Cobain Unicorn, and he has a song called It's Time. And it's a club song with club rap song inspired by old school club. And he did Fetty Wap just actually did a verse for his song. Now, do I believe that he has a chance to come back? Again, I think music is, as far as making money, I think music is dead. I think music is music.
Fetty Wap is big. So.
Notice I didn't focus on hip hop. I said music is dead when it comes to making money. Now, can he get known again? Can he get popular again? Yes, but I don't know if Fetty Wap comes out of jail. Shout out to Patterson. I actually went and graduated college in Passaic County College in Patterson, so I frequent Patterson a lot as well. His mother is very intelligent and a business owner. Now, does he come out and make 1 or 2 songs? Yes, but I don't think that he focuses on music when he comes out, because I'm pretty sure he understands that music is not going to make you the money anymore.
Yeah, but a lot of rappers be going to be streaming right now. Do you think they are going to be successful, or you think they're just doing that just to, just because that's the wave right now?
I think right now streaming is the bag. Streaming is a bag for most people, but a lot of people get confused to think that everyone streaming is a bag, and it's not. There are not only rappers, but celebrities coming over to streaming and content creating. But I think for them, it's more of a fad or something that's fashionable or in right now. The consistency it takes, again, I've been on YouTube for 16 years. I do live streams, I do shorts, I do edited content. I do it all myself. I don't send my stuff out to edit anything. I go these places. I pay. I do all this stuff. So I know the ins and outs of what it takes to be consistent. So I don't think that a lot of these rappers at all are going to be able to last long. And once they see how much money they're able to make, they're not gonna get that Joe Budden podcast money. They're not gonna get that Neon streaming money. They're not gonna get that Kai Cenat money. They're not gonna get that Phantom money. They're not gonna get that what's name money, because that takes time. And I don't think a lot of rap artists or hip hop artists in general, or even celebrities, have the patience that it takes to reach that magnitude. But again, I have a million view video. I have a bunch of 100,000 view videos, long form. I have a 30 million view short. I have a bunch of million view shorts. I have long form videos that almost at 30,000. I mean, live streams that's almost at 30,000. And it's like, I can't see, hip hop artists doing that. It's just too much patience.
What's your favorite podcast right now that you be watching? Like are you really be enjoying?
I don't really watch podcasts as much. When I did watch podcasts, I did watch the Joe Budden podcast. Okay. Shout out to Ice. That's my homie Arsenal brother. Shout out to Ish. I met Ish at my homie Louis J and the homie GL's Beers and Bottles podcast. They had. I definitely watch Beers and Bottles podcast, and that's because it's my homies. I don't want to be biased. I watch their podcast very often. And it's really good because they have celebrities and stuff over there as well. Okay. But aside from that, a lot of the time I watch finance podcasts. I watch podcasts on finance. Like sometimes I watch a Graham Stephan. Sometimes I watch podcasts like and I know a lot of people say, well, you don't watch Gilly and them. You don't watch just not my. You don't watch the Wall Street Trapper. You don't watch. And I was like, nah, not necessarily, because the type of financing I do, I own real estate. I got stocks and stuff. I listen to like Warren Buffett, and the other day I was listening to Charlie Munger, and I was listening to different like people that's not in the niche that I'm in, and that's what I normally listen to. Like when I was riding here before I started bumping at Davies and Fabulous, as soon as I crossed that bridge, I was listening to a podcast, Charlie Munger podcast, or what's his name, Robert Kiyosaki, or Bigger Pockets. So yeah.
Okay. We're about to go to the IFC factory right now. That's Jim Jones factory. Okay. So we're just about to go see over there who's goes over there and
what's
see.
What's the IFC factory do? Like what is it?
I'm gonna explain you. They do everything: movie, contents.
Is it like a studio?
Yeah, there's like a studio. Yeah, it's a huge studio. There's like Kai Cenat was over there. A lot of streamers, Booba has been over there. A lot of streamers been over there. A lot of people been over there. Davies, Fabulous, everybody. Every night I be over there hanging out with new celebrities. So I really wanted to show you that. Mm-hmm. And another thing, I got an event coming up for Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I don't know if you know Joey Dwetfile.
Who?
Joey. He's Haitian.
I'm not sure.
You know you got a new song that I don't know if you know that. I wanted you to come with me because it's probably gonna be good, but it's up to you.
So now, ladies and gentlemen, it is start time. Are you ready for start time?
You ready?
In the jungle where it get risky.
We'll be
Damn, that bullet just missed me. His go rollie kinda iffy.
Say that's fake.
But they got bottles for $250.
Oh, we getting twisted.
Leaving out that bitch all pissy.
Twisted.
Fritz trunk load on the wrist. Killing this shit, going in, so who gon' win?
So who's your top three YouTuber?
Top 3 YouTubers.
Yes.
Dylan. Me. Nah, I don't really have a top YouTubers. I watch, if I say maybe the top people I watch a lot, again, it changes a lot. Here's the thing, I don't think there's a lot of creators like myself, and I hope that there are more who are like genuine and real. I think a lot of people who have to put on the front because they make money off of it. There are some people who I do watch. I watch Lil Williamson, the upcoming YouTuber. He's very good in the travel niche. I do think he has some things that he can improve as far as interaction with people, but he's really good. If I look at like I used to watch the Joe Budden podcast a lot. I just don't have the time now. It's still good, I see, but I just don't have the time as much now. And is there anyone in the finance that I watch very often?
Okay. When the last time you took a yellow taxi in your life? Or it's probably the first time?
Nah, it's not the first time. In New York, yes.
In New York is the first time.
In New York is my first time taking a yellow taxi.
But in Jersey, you
No, I didn't take in Jersey either.
you never take taxi.
Nah.
How long you be driving?
I take taxi when I go internationally. That's yellow taxi all the time.
Yeah.
But I've been driving since I was 18.
Okay.
I mean, I had my own car at 18.
Okay.
So
okay.
I had my own place too. So again, I've been working. Like I've been at my job. For those that don't know, I work at FedEx. I'm a truck driver.
Okay.
I've been driving carrier. I've been driving for FedEx since I was 18. Okay. I've been working since I was 14 because I worked for this in New Jersey. They had this thing for underprivileged kids who can who could work called Colgate, and I started working at 14.
Okay.
At 16, I worked at Branchwood Park Skating Ring, and then at 18, I got my job at FedEx. I'm 41 now. I've been at FedEx this whole time. I've had a U-Haul job between there and a Toys R Us job between there when I was working 2 jobs, but it only took me 10 years to become financially free. And I think being financially free is very important when it comes to anything. It makes it so that you don't have to impress people on YouTube. You don't have to impress people in music or rap because you have a significant amount of income coming in otherwise.
Okay. And but what would really make you be a YouTuber? Huh? Because it's not easy to put your life out there and be confident and be that people you don't like. People gonna critique you. Well, so what how you make this happen?
I couldn't wait to say this, yo. We in Harlem, yo. Hey, yo. Hold up. People die every day, B. People die every day, B.
Yeah.
So why you not gonna live life to the fullest? I mean, and that's the way I see things. Like, if anything happens to me at any moment, my kids are taken care of. Each of my kids get a house. My kids take my insurance are paid off and all that stuff. If anything happens to me at any moment, my story that I put on YouTube will be able to people go back and do it and watch it, and they can learn because I did everything step through step on YouTube. My whole life is being shown. Now, if I was in fear of putting everything on YouTube because I was worried about, oh my God, it's done. Hold on. Can we hold on. Can I roll this video now?
Yeah.
Can I roll the video
down the
now?
video?
Hold on, please. Hold up. Hold on. Oh my God, man. I want to pull up next to ladies in the back seat. Hold on a second. 1 second, y'all. Oh, hello, ladies. Hello. Ladies, the ladies in the back seat. Hey, man, I can't see you. Hold on. I want to try to get a number of them. Let's go. All right, one for y'all. Again, like, the reason why I decided to do YouTube is because, and I was gonna bring a lady. I just didn't want to interview with the interview because I don't know. Yeah, maybe next time. But the reason why I decided to do YouTube is because I grew up in Newark, New Jersey, and all they ever told us we could be is a drug dealer, a cop, or a celebrity, or a sports player. And I knew there was more than that out there. So I went out there and I traveled and I learned about travel. I traveled the world to find another way, and I didn't find another way. So I created a way called the Flyboy Way. And when YouTube came around, it allowed me to show, because I understood that the world isn't going to be like rap and hip hop and stuff. It's just words. It's kind of like the Bible or the Quran. It's written by somebody else, and you have to interpret it. But when YouTube came out, now I can show you it, so you can see the interpretation for yourself as I travel around the world and show you the black experience. And because YouTube became available, that's why I did YouTube, because I wanted to show people there's another way. You ain't got to be LeBron James. You ain't got to be Jay-Z. You ain't got to be Kevin Hart. You could just be the average person who lives an extraordinary life, and the life can be extraordinary. So you'll see me on YouTube every day at a regular job, and then you'll see me in Colombia with a bad looking, amazing looking woman and popping bottles, or you'll see me in Atlanta popping bottles and hopping out the Bentley or hopping out the Corvette, and I'm just the average guy. And that's the reason why I do YouTube, and I still do YouTube to this day.
But it looked like Colombia was one of your favorite countries that you went to.
Colombia
just because how you mentioned it a lot.
Overall, when I do all the sliders, Colombia is my favorite country, because not only the cost of living, but the fact that I could fly to so many places and get so many different experiences from the different people in the different cultures. I can get the Afro-Colombian experience if I go to Cali, Colombia. I can get the Paisa experience if I go to Medellin. I can get the wild, most attractive women that you have to pay for, but the most attractive women that you'll ever see in the world as a collective versa in Cartagena that you have access to, or I could just chill and make money in Bogota. So that's why Colombia for me was the top country, because it has all the aspects. Although if I go for specific things, like if I want to go for nature, I'm going to go to Costa Rica. If I want to go to see like you know, the history of you know, I don't want to say black because I separate black from African. I think it's different. But I can go to Ghana, and you know, because my daughter's Ghanaian, so her mother's Ghana.
Okay. Okay. And which country will you? What's the next country that you want to go and you've never been to?
Thailand is probably the last country. Thailand is probably the last country that I definitely plan to go. Yeah. That I haven't been to, that I have a desire to go to.
Yeah, Thailand's crazy.
I definitely plan to go to Thailand. The only reason why I held up on it going is because I'm purchasing a property in Colombia.
Okay.
And for those that don't know, when you purchase a property internationally, I have videos on this too. Okay. You have to pay all cash. So for me to build up to use the equity in my homes to buy that cash, it took some time for me to build up my credit, which is 800 right now. It took me time to build up the income to get the HELOC or the HE loan or whichever way I decide to do it. So that's the reason why I haven't gone to Thailand yet, because it's not about money. I got the money to do it, just the time.
Congratulations for your house in Colombia.
Not yet, but when I get it, I appreciate it.
Yeah, well, that's huge. That's huge. I like to hear like people who say that.
I mean, real quick, just a real lesson, because a lot of people, as a black person, I think in the United States, the biggest thing people do incorrectly is a lot of us black people are insane. Insane in the sense of we do the same thing over and over and expect a different outcome. We've seen different places around the United States, Virginia, Tulsa, Oklahoma, get torn down once we reach a certain height. Once we reach a certain height as black people, we've seen it get torn down. And then people just consistently try to build up new places and say it won't happen again because times change. And then it happens again. And then Black Wall Street, and it happens again. And then it happens again. But what I do is I show people, hey, we can go to other places around the world and build in a place that they can't tear down with the money that we're luckily able to make in the United States. As a person coming from Paris, you should, I mean, most people who are immigrants understand, the United States may have its problems, but it is the best place for a black person to build wealth. Because many other places around the world, black people cannot build wealth at the sense you can go from poverty to wealthy in one generation of your family. In one generation, you could change the lifestyle of the rest of your generations after your family, just because you moved to America and you started making money and you was able to send money back home, or you was able to build an empire here and bring your family over here. And I think the thing that's missing from black Americans is that we can take the money we have here and build other places. And while we're still not from that country, we won't have the same, as long as we're inclusive and we include with that culture, we won't have the same problems we had in the history of America. But you can't teach everybody. You can bring you can bring a horse to water, you can't make it drink. So I don't try to teach everybody, I don't try to convince everybody. I just tell my truth, and hopefully it inspires others to find a way.
Yeah, but do you think, did you ever see no discrimination against American in any country?
You said what?
Have you ever seen some discrimination against American in any country that you went to? Because I don't think, you got a lot who love them, but you got people who hate them. So
the biggest misconfusion is that when in the United States, we say in the United States, we understand black, because I understand black as a general worldwide black, and I understand black as the United States. 1960s, we actually fought our government. There's no other country in the world that fought their government to be called black, because we was getting treated differently. But when you go overseas, they don't see you as a black person. They see you as an American, a United States citizen. No one sees you. I haven't been to a country yet where they see me as a black person. They see me as a United States citizen. They don't call me African. They don't say I'm from the Caribbean. They say I am a black person from the United States. No, I'm from the United States. I'm not a black person. So when it comes to discrimination, I haven't seen any discrimination overseas as a black person or as a United States citizen, because United States people normally are looked at as a money thing. So when a discrimination, I would take it as a negative thing. Now, do they try to gyp you? Do they try to raise the price up? Of course. But I mean, but as far as like being treated poorly because I'm a United States citizen or American, Never. Money, I tell you, yo, money. You get your money right, your life is gonna be 1,000% different, bro.
I know, but Colombia, you feel like it's still dangerous. A lot of people say you still got a lot of places who's still dangerous in Colombia.
The reason why they say it's dangerous is because people, they go to a place and they don't do any research. For example, I always give this example, and I have a video on this too. I always give this example. Is a zoo dangerous?
It can be.
Right, but is the zoo dangerous? Like overall,
No,
is it dangerous? No, it's not dangerous. Yeah. Why isn't the zoo dangerous? Because the people at the zoo create an environment for you to be safe.
Yeah.
Right? Is America dangerous? No. In comparison to the world? No. Why? Because America creates an environment for you to be safe in this environment.
Yes.
But when you go into an environment that's safe and you do things that go against what the people have set in place for you,
yes,
that then becomes a dangerous environment. But it's not because of the environment, it's because of your actions. And the worst thing that people have a problem with is taking accountability. So a lot of Americans, a lot of people from other countries, they go to Colombia. And when they go to Colombia, they see the rules and they try to circumvent the rules, and then something happens and then they blame the country. If I come to the United States and I come to New York City and I know in New Jersey I got a gun permit. Yeah. I know I can take my gun, I can fly my gun to Georgia with no problem. I have no thing. It's safe if I do that. It's safe. But if I cross that George Washington, yeah, or I cross that the Holland, go through the Lincoln Tunnel with my gun, and the police pull me over and I'm locked up for 3 years, does that mean that I created the danger? Is dangerous to have a gun? No, it just means you didn't take the steps you needed to do that. And that's why I think a lot of people mess up, man. A lot of people mess up.
Okay.
And then, so to me, no. To me, Colombia in itself is not dangerous. It's just the things people do in Colombia when they go there puts them in danger.
Is you allowed to smoke over there?
Yes and no. Is it illegal? Yes, so you can't walk down the street. But if you're in your house, they allow you to smoke with it if you have a certain amount of percentage of weed.
Okay. Have you met any of Pablo Escobar family?
Nah, not necessarily. I mean, maybe I did. Of course, everyone does a Pablo tour, or they go somewhere in Medellin where they say Pablo. But necessarily, that's like saying, and it's like, have you met Frank Lucas' family? Where there may be still people that are at Frank Lucas status now in New York, okay, but the so far back that generation of control is not there anymore. So there is still a quote unquote Pablo now in Medellin, but it's not, his name not Pablo, his name is something else. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So yeah.
I don't know, every time I hear Colombia, the first name Pablo.
Pablo, yeah, it's because he did the most. I mean, regardless of the people, some people like him, some people don't over there. It's not just an all one way thing. Everybody don't just say Pablo is bad in Colombia or in Medellin. They don't, because a lot of the stuff he did was invest in the city, which is kind of the reason, in my opinion, honest opinion, Pablo is the reason why Medellin is where it is now. Because without all that drug money going to the city, that city doesn't get as big.
Yes,
that city doesn't become the biggest tourist city in Colombia. I mean, Bogota, international, whatever, but it doesn't become the biggest tourist city, the most visited tourist city in Colombia, without all that infrastructure change from the drug money. So again, that's why I never judge anybody. I never judge anybody for whatever they do to get what they want, because everyone has a different purpose. And who's to say my purpose is more important than your purpose or more righteous than your purpose? It's lame.
I see what you're saying. And do you think social media is killing the young generation?
I don't think social media is killing the young generation. I think that because their parents have to work more, lack of parental involvement is killing the younger generation. That's why I try to be active in my son and my daughter's life a lot, because social media is easy access. But if you don't guide your child in the right way, it doesn't matter if they use social media or not. They're going to find the wrong way to follow. They're going to find a way that may not work for them the best. So that's why I allow my son to make, like just recently, my son, all right, so you know, as kids, we we make jokes. And now social media, video games are social media now also, because they're actually a bunch of people that socialize on the video games, do chat and stuff like that. So as kids, we have to make mistakes to learn what works for us and what doesn't. And recently my son, he goes on video games, you know, we get video games. When he goes and plays video, you're always gonna see this, let me wait till you go past real quick. On video games, you know, you talk junk, you talk mess to everybody, you know what I mean? You roast people. Yes. So when he goes to school, he roasts people again, but he goes to a private school. So they don't really accept that. They understand it because it's in the black culture, but they don't. And my son, he be roasting people. So he got in trouble for roasting this girl, and because
he got this from you?
Huh?
He got it from you?
No, he get it from me. He got it from like playing video games and just being around his boys.
Okay.
He got it for roast. He got in trouble for roasting this girl, and I was able to explain to him, hey, women are different from boys. I was able to learn that. But nowadays, in this environment with social media, parents aren't taking that. A lot of parents aren't taking that time to explain their kids of social media or things like that, because a lot of parents don't know because they're not on social media. We in Sunset Park? Oh, we at the Rucker.
Yeah, that's why I want to put the
joint up?
Yeah.
All right, we can do that. We can do that.
I couldn't see what I was destined to be. Between the fumes in the kitchen when I was chefing the sea. Like the piano man, I step on the key. Then run up in the dealer, drop a check on the V. Nobody ride a shotty, just a tech in the seat. You drop money on my head, you need to check the receipt. When them boy crash cars, they just wrecking the lease. I'm 6 pointers in the stone, VVS in the piece. Yankee to the back, I'm still repping the east. Ball main leather, something fresh on my feet. Shit. I still drive reckless in them foreign cars. Crash this one a day, I buy a car tomorrow. Too much drink, see Sminks in the RR. I got a lawyer turn a murder to the R&R. Shit, holy water quenching my thirst. Been a long time since grandma sent me to church.